Hello, I'm Mike with the Daily BM. On this episode, we are discussing makeup and taking it too far. We dive into Ashley Madison just a little bit, and then we come right back around to makeup and the way women look and young girls and everybody in general in these day and age. So, hope you enjoy this episode. Remember, like and subscribe, and we'll catch you on the flip side.
Good morning, fuckers, and welcome to another day at the Daily BM. I have Mikey and Hopwood. What's up?
Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back. Glad you're here.
I can see somebody's late for breakfast.
Nice.
Welcome to the show. Eddie right now is turning in his grave. Yep. Muscle. What is it? Muscle Mac? So you ordered like specifically protein-enriched macaroni and cheese
Yep.
for breakfast?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, why don't you give Eddie a really quick sample of what he loves to hear? Go. He fucking hates that, dude. He's the biggest hater on messages after a show where you eat. I swear to God.
So,
Oh, and wild Alaskan pink salmon. Well, we know how much you love pink fish.
a little shot of 35 grams of protein, and
I got a shot of 5 grams of protein.
or in a 470 calorie serving.
Damn, nice. So, speaking of pink salmon, I wanted to bitch a little bit today on women. I'm just joking. That's so fucked up.
So you're gonna be swimming upstream, I see.
Yeah. No. Okay. So, all right. So this is gonna sound like I'm shaming, but I'm really not. But I really am. So let me just take off the glasses and jump right into this. So actually, a female sent me a picture of the Muppets predicted what females would look like in this today's age, and it was literally somebody with a Muppet with a stretched out face, eyeliner like galore, eyelashes out to like 10 feet, and big fake lips in the whole 9 yards, dude. I mean, I'll have to send it to you, but it is absolutely a hysterical meme, and that's what made me think about it for today's show. So, I don't understand why women think that that's sexy. Like, I mean, I guess for each his own, but I don't know about you, but if somebody's like over the top, overdone, it's a turnoff for me. I don't find it sexy or attractive at all. I mean, I'm not saying that I don't like, women with makeup, because I love when women wear makeup and it enhances them and makes them even more beautiful than what they are naturally. You know what I mean? But I feel like it's a little excessive, getting tons of Botox, getting tons of lip filler. Like you see like these horror stories of these fillers, and did you ever hear, speaking of like fillers, did you ever hear the story about the lady that went down, I want to say it was in South America, where she went down to get her like some ass work done, and they literally used liquid concrete
I heard about that.
in her butt cheeks? So
Yeah, I
she
heard about
came, talk about being a hard ass, but I'm just saying, it's like, you were that obsessed to have like this big bubble ass that you were willing to risk like that kind of shit happening to you? I don't know, man.
You got to risk it for the biscuit.
Risk it for the biscuit. I don't know. I just whatever happened to like women just being like, little bit of makeup, pretty, wearing the sundresses instead of all, like, I feel like they're overly sensualized today. Don't get me wrong. I like fucking, revealing shit too, but I just feel like it's a little over the top. I don't know. What's your thoughts? Like, what's your personal preference on it?
I think a little goes a long way. It's very frustrating when someone takes off their makeup and they no longer look like the person that you first ran into. So it's I don't know, man. It's super frustrating.
Okay. Or if they run into your shirt and their face is on their shirt after they get off of you. You know what I mean? Things like that. Where if your makeup is worn on me after I've been hanging out with you, it's such a complete turnoff. And that's what I don't understand.
You've seen the videos where the person, they look nothing like, in the beginning, they're hideous. And at the end, they're hot. And it's like, it's such bullshit. And then,
It's the ultimate fucking catfish, man. It really truly is.
I mean, I saw this outfit this girl put on that literally compressed everything. And it made her look like 6 sizes smaller than she actually was. And as soon as she took it off, like everything went back to where it was naturally. And it was like a completely different person. And when she took all her makeup off, completely different person. And I was like, oh my God, like this is such bullshit. But I saw something funny because they have now, I don't know if you've seen this, but they have these new shoes that guys can wear that increase their height by 2 to 4 inches, depending on how big of the insert you get.
We're still talking about their feet, right?
Correct.
Okay.
No, yeah. There increases their height. So like a guy like me who's like 5'9", I could get the 4-inch lift, and I could be 6'2"?
Yeah.
No, 6'1". I would be 6'1", But could you imagine like how much shit I would get if I took my shoe off and I immediately dropped like 4 inches? You know what I mean? Like there would be so much shit, It would just be insane. But women can pull all this shit off. And I think we kind of put them there too, though. I mean, the patriarch wanting women to always be pretty and dressed up and dolly. So I think we pushed them that way.
No, you're absolutely right. I have a few people that I know where, and I won't mention names, but their husbands, boyfriends, whatever, really insist that, number one, they always look like top notch, like arm candy all the time. And when they go to the beach or whatever, they always have to be in the skimpiest shit. And my thing is, it's like, why would you put your girlfriend or wife out there like that? Because let's face it, dude, we're dudes. Dudes are dogs. We are. We're looking at them going, nice tits. Nice ass. Beautiful face. You know what I'm saying? That's just a guy thing we do.
Because you're peacocking with your woman, basically. You're saying, look how hot, look how good, look how successful and accomplished I am based on what's on my arm. I mean, that's what you're doing.
But then you go, let's take it to a whole nother level. Then then I see the same dudes get pissed off at their women when guys show them attention. It's like a double-edged sword for the woman.
It's because how the woman responds.
I don't know, man. As a dude, if you're throwing your woman out there and it's because of you throwing her out there like that, you're asking for something to happen. I've been there.
How she responds.
That too. So I mean, there is some accountability on the female side too, for sure. But I'm saying you're a catalyst of reason why it got there in the first place as the dude. And believe me, I know a few couples that are married and as boyfriend, girlfriend that do that shit. And I'm going like this, dude, I'm telling you, now they're younger than me, but I'm like this, telling you, that's not smart. Your wife's walking around in a thong. You know what I mean? Da-da-da-da-da. Your girlfriend's walking around in a freaking... Yeah, see what I'm saying? Yeah, right there. Your eyebrows raised. You were totally a fucking dude. Right there. You were a dude for a split second. But go back to being a chick. Go back to being a chick. But anyway, so, yeah, man, it's one of those things where it's like, are you making the situation worse when you're out there being a catalyst with it? That's just how I feel about it. I wouldn't tell my wife to walk around, in a thong and have her titties hanging out with spaghetti string, you know what I mean? And things of that nature. That's, I don't know, man. There's certain things like you said, sometimes less is best. Like it's something about the mind having the intrigue of, hey, what's under there? Or hey, does that make sense or no? I mean, do you not feel that way?
I still have intrigue about what's under that floss, that dental floss.
But that's more of a lust thing, right? It wouldn't be something that you're going after them to be like your mate, right? I mean, let me ask you something.
Well, no,
okay.
I mean,
let me back up. Okay, so would you? And I'm probably gonna get a lot of fucking shit for this, but whatever. I don't care. Fuck you guys. I don't know myself. I don't think I would go after girls like that. because
Fuck you wouldn't.
no, I wouldn't. Now, don't get me wrong. If I was a single male and I knew I was okay, I'm just gonna say it, hit it and quit it. I might be like, okay, I'm down with that.
We're not
But
talking
I would want to be in a relationship with him.
We're not talking in our current status, bro, because we're married. So that's like obviously a given. But if you're a single dude and there's this super fly chick in a thong, looking good, acting right,
you just answered my freaking question.
You wouldn't give her the time of day?
You just answered my question. So why would you put a catalyst out there with your woman in that thong or whatever, knowing that thought process right there is exactly what's going to go down? You know it, and I know it. Every dude's going like this. Oh, I would put my up in that. You know what I mean?
Because
my ass.
Maybe you're okay with it.
Yeah, maybe the guy is okay with that. Maybe they like to take dudes home and have, three-ways. I don't know. I mean,
or not. Maybe, or they just like to show off how beautiful their wife is. As long as their wife, it all depends on how their wife responds, or girlfriend responds to it. If she's not letting guys rub a ball on her and get up in her face and like give her number and shit like that and entertaining it, then I don't see no harm or foul in it. Let her look good. Let her do what she wants.
Unless she's
but if she's over there going, hey, like I got like 12 guys' numbers, then that might be a problem.
I have turned into more of a people watcher, so I'll tell a story about it. So I was downtown, all right, and I'm not going to mention the people's names or even anything,
right?
But this guy, now he is married to her now, but I watched her. Now she was dressed to the nines, dude, and she is smoking hot, hands down. She's smoking fine, and dressed to the nines, sexy, revealing shit, dude. So, of course, right. What did the little Irish dudes do? They're talking to her. Now,
of course.
At the time, the boyfriend's paying zero attention. Now, I see the eye look out of the corner of the eye from the girl, right? And she gives the guy her number. Now, they're married today, but I'm going like this. Dude, seriously? I'm thinking in my head, are you fucking... That's the kind of shit that I'm...
How do you know she's not just giving him the public...
Oh, no. No, because you don't do that. Look, any girl knows if they do this shit to see where their man is before they fucking hand that over, that means something was said that wasn't appropriate, and I'm down with it as long as nobody knows.
This must have been in the early 80s because they were handing numbers across by paper. That shit don't exist no more since 2000.
It was in... I want to say no. I want to say it was in 2000, like 2011, 2013, somewhere in that area.
Jeez.
Yeah, people were still using paper. I mean, obviously, you're not going to pull out your phone and be like, "Here, let me exchange it with you." You know what I mean? Because then that's pretty obvious what the hell you're doing. You know what I mean?
You just tap to play.
Tap to play.
Yeah, you just bump phones like you're bumping uglies. You just bump phones nowadays, and it's like transfers your data.
I don't know, man. Like I said, I just feel like it's a catalyst to other things happening. Because,
well, of course.
It's funny. And the only reason why I say that is because I started watching, and I know you haven't watched it yet, and we're definitely going to get into the whole entire thing after we watch it.
Yes.
But I'll just give a little bit of a taste of it. So I've watched about an episode. That's it, out of the 3 that are in this. And let me tell you something. So it basically describes the story of Ashley Madison, the website.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm just going to talk about the premise of that website, period.
Yes.
So it kind of goes like, when people are over a certain period of time. First of all, did you have a problem with that website when it was around? I don't even know if it's still around. Is it still around?
It is. Yeah, it is. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so it's still a thing.
Yep. Yeah, okay. No, I had a huge problem with it.
Okay, so elaborate. What was your major problem with it?
Because it's making infidelity a social norm. It's giving people a hall pass, and it's making it seem like it's okay because if there's, if you look and it's like there's 8 million or 20 million people utilizing the site, you're going to be like, I'm not alone. Obviously, this is not that big of a deal because a lot of people do it. I just think it's fucked up. I don't like it. I don't like the premise of it. I think it's shitty. I think it's shady. I think if you have a problem in your marriage, you should get out.
I'm gonna agree with you on this one because as I watched it, I was wondering. I had a feeling I knew that's what you were gonna say, but I wasn't 100% sure, and I didn't want to speak for you. but I can honestly say that you should. If you're gonna, listen, if somebody's gonna cheat, they're gonna cheat. They're gonna find a way. Period. You know what I mean? But I believe
Well, if
over
that's their if that's their mindset,
if
and
that's
then
their
if they,
mindset. But to have a website, market it, and
Yeah.
send it out that way, yeah, man, I have a problem with that because, you know, let me put it this way. It made it easier. That's why, you know, I know
Right.
it got hacked and a lot of people got exposed for being on it.
Yeah.
And you know
Yep.
what? Serves you fucking right. I mean, I'm sorry. That's just the way I feel. I won't get into the details of the show. We'll do that on another episode. But I thought to
Yeah.
myself, serves your fucking ass right. If you're going to do something, you know what I mean? And you're going to trust their data that's locked up.
Yeah.
You know there's hackers out there that can
Mhm.
compromise shit left and right. Period. You know? Are we perfect human beings? No. But when you but as the company is seen, to me it's a moral thing. You know, it's a moral thing. And I'm not going to sit here and preach or anything like that, but it's like if you're going to do it, you know, they made it easier, like you said. They just made it easier. But anyway, we'll talk about the show another time.
You know, there was one guy that like he started trying to justify it, and it really pissed me off because he's like, you know, I was just stressed out about being a new dad and like worrying about what the fuck was that? I was worried about you know, the mortgage and paying the bills and doing this, and I'm like, then why the
And
fuck are you
life got
signing up?
monotonous, is what he said.
And yeah, life got monotonous. And I'm like, well, then why are you signing up for like a pay per message site, spending your money that should be going towards your kids and your mortgage if it's really stressing you out? And why are you going to be spending money taking someone out on a date and hotel rooms and all the bullshit that goes along with it? I was like, fuck you. That's a cop out. He wasn't even sad that he did it. He was sad that he got caught. And
Yeah.
I was like, fuck you, you piece of shit.
My whole thing behind it too was just
I felt bad for his wife. That's the only person I felt bad for.
I would have respected, not necessarily respected, that's a hard word, but what I'm saying, I would have probably been a little bit more like, okay, if you would have just been honest and said, you know what, dude, I have a problem. I really love pussy. You know what I mean? Seriously.
Yep.
I mean, I would have probably said, hey, dude, I get that. I get that. He really likes vagina and he really likes likes other women, but you know what? That wasn't fair to your wife. So maybe you need to get out of it. You know what I mean? If that's how you feel, go back to that single life and just go and, you know, dick throwing, I guess. You know what I mean? Throw it around like an archer. But I would have probably respected it a little bit more. So, but like you said, he had zero empathy whatsoever. Like none. Like, fuck.
Right.
You know what I mean? So, that being said, I just was wondering, it got me thinking about it as I was talking about like the makeup thing and all that stuff, you know, and the catalyst, you know, and things like that. But
yeah, I mean, to answer your question with the makeup, I think more is less. I look at some girls like the other day.
You mean less is more? You mean less is more?
Yeah, less is more. Sorry, less.
I was like, wait a minute, we are in total fucking disagreement then.
Well, no, more is less as well, because the more that you put on, the less value it adds to you, and the less it makes you less it takes away from your natural
beauty
persona.
Yes. Right.
You know, I was at a freaking junior or high school football game, and I was looking at the girls that were there. You know, just the crowd watching. And I was shocked at how mature these like 15, 16, 17, and 18-year-old girls look. Half of them looked like they were in their mid-20s.
Yep.
With the way they were dressed, with the way their hair was done, their makeup. I was like, holy crap, they don't even look like kids anymore. You know?
No, because the parents are allowing it.
And I was like, wow, like, you know, because I was like, man, these girls look awfully young to have kids playing like high school ball. And then all of a sudden I put it together and I was like, oh my God, they're high schoolers. Because I heard them talking, you know, and I heard them interacting. And I'm like, holy shit, these aren't adults. These are kids that look like adults. And I've seen like 12, 13, 14-year-olds that could pass for like 18-year-olds.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and it's just like, why? Why do you have to do that? You know, I mean, I was, you know, my wife coaches cheerleading for the littles, and so I'm around like cheerleaders and stuff like that, And it is wild to hear like the 8 to like 12-year-olds talking about skincare rituals, makeup, hair. Like they know it all, and they're already foundation and mascara, and it's like holy crap! Like when did kids stop being kids? Like I remember going to high school, like it wasn't like that
No.
in
Yeah,
high
well,
school at all.
in my generation, before you, the decade before you, pretty much,
Yes,
you know,
you're still carrying
gir-
clubs and just like whack.
yeah, we just club a bitch and take them back to the room. But no, take them back to the cave. But
Yeah.
no, we I never, they would wear makeup in high school, but in middle school and stuff, we never saw makeup. You know, you would always hear the dads going with daughters going, turn around, take that shit off, and you're
Right.
not wearing that out like that. Or
Well,
you
and
know,
they always-
I remember my
and
dad
they-
chasing my sister for wearing too short of shorts. Looking back,
Yeah.
they really weren't that short, but he was like,
Right.
you're not going to have your ass
Nope.
cheeks hanging out. Quote unquote, you're not going to have your ass cheeks hanging out of those shorts. Now,
Shit.
hell, ass hangs out of it as a normal thing.
I'm not even sure girls started shaving their legs till they were like 13 or 14. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know what it is now, but it seems like they're starting at like 3. You know, like
they bring out a razor
Yeah,
at their fifth.
let me.
Welcome to 5
like,
years of age. Let me shave
you know,
your
like
legs.
I just imagine like a bunch of 3-year-olds sitting around going, "Yeah, I got my Botox appointment in about 2 hours, and I got laser hair removal scheduled, and I'm gonna get my spray tan going. Like, let's get some hair extensions in. Let's go." You know,
And maybe
hand me the sippy cup. I'm thirsty. Give me my OJ.
And maybe
or
we're just
apple juice.
maybe we're just older and old.
Old
I'm trying
bastards.
to put old bastards, but my whole thing was too. It's like, okay, so I try to look at like my son's generations, like both of them,
Yeah.
because they're both about 6 years apart. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
So they kind of have that distance like you and I have.
Yeah.
And I remember hearing my oldest say the same things, like, man, damn, you know, my youngest son's generation is like this, that, and the other. You know what I mean? And I'm going. So it's just funny. Maybe it's just the evolution of things, you know what I mean? But it's just
Yeah.
wild where we were and where we are in comparison.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, I'm really surprised, like, if anybody could be like, and I know this sounds horrible to say, but like a virgin for a long period of time in today's society versus how it is now. It would be a really tougher feat, so to speak.
And I also wonder how much of this is an American problem.
Yeah. I would like to know
Like,
from like
how,
foreign.
I wonder what it's like in other countries if it's this obsessive, you know? And I don't know because I haven't. I mean, I know in Vietnam it wasn't like that, but then yeah, that's like, you know, they're a lot different in the economical scale, so they don't
Right.
really, you know, spend money on that kind of stuff like we do here.
Right.
And I was just kind of blown away about it though when you mentioned that. I was like, yeah, it's like crazy. Like,
Yeah, I wonder if it's like that in like France or Belgium, you know, or anything like that. These other countries just in the European Union, if they're like that, you know what I mean? Like how we are in
Yeah.
America. Because I know, like you said, here we just wonder
we
if it's
should
a local
we
thing.
should ask our buddy in Liverpool.
Yeah, I can ask Justin and just be like, hey man,
Yeah,
let
we
me
should
ask you something
ask
about
Justin.
the young
maybe
girls.
maybe we get him on the show and we could have a talk about it and say, hey,
Yeah.
what's it like over there?
Yeah, he'll be like, hey mate, why are you asking me about young girls over here in England? I'll be like, cheers, bro.
Yeah.
But
We're still looking for purity. We're looking for
yeah,
purity.
yeah,
No,
we're
I'm just
looking for
kidding.
purity of you. You know, and it goes back to an episode. I mean, I know we're kind of a little bit all over the place. You know, we started off with the makeup and things like that, and the
Well, that's where we ended up at
over the
too.
top. But you know, it kind of goes back to like, you know, is it something like you said, an American thing, or is it, you know, something that maybe is worldwide? So yeah, I'll ask him. We'll talk about it, and we'll go from there. But ladies, I'm just telling you, as an older, distinguished gentleman, and myself, please remember, less is more. You know, leave some intrigue. You know, but if it makes you happy, hey, fucking go for it. You know, whatever. If
Mhm.
that's you and that you love it, great. I'm just saying, you know, I here's a shining example. I happen to think Pamela Anderson right now, at her age, looks better now. So, I mean, don't get me wrong. I know you're going to fucking dog me out. When I saw her without her makeup, you know, for a little bit, I know you're going to think she's not that great. But I'm just saying it looked more natural to her. Now, she's a little rough because of the lifestyle she lived. You know what I mean? for the longest
She-
time. I mean, when you're hanging out with rock stars and doing shit like that,
She got rode hard, put up wet.
I was trying to be nice, but whatever. I still love you, Pamela. I don't care.
No, I mean,
She's so
yeah,
sweet, though. She seems like she would be so sweet and so nice, too.
I don't think so.
You think she'd be an asshole?
No, I think she'd be sweet. I just don't know. I just think that she could go with maybe just a little bit of makeup.
Well, I'm not saying like go all natural. I just meant she's
No,
tamed
well,
down.
that's what she did. She didn't tame down. She went all natural. I just sent you a picture of her. She went 100% no makeup on her last like 2 birthdays ago, and she wears no makeup. And I'm just saying, I mean, she just went extreme. It was just like shell shock. You know, it's kind of like She went straight Coyote Ugly. Like, you know, it's like, no, your arm off so you can get away in the morning.
Ugly.
I'm so sorry, Pamela. Not that I could compete with Tommy Big Dick McGee.
Yeah, but you're totally the opposite. But the whole thing is, it's like, let me ask you something. If you dim the lights down low, would you still?
Hell no, dude. I don't want no hepatitis or whatever she's got.
Damn.
Dude, that would literally be like throwing a marble down a fucking hallway. Like,
yeah, man. After seeing Tommy's
it'd be like,
dick,
ding,
Jesus.
ding, 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 ding,
That
ding.
guy
I mean,
has got
no
the big-
offense, but I'm just saying,
Hey,
like, she.
I'm just jealous because that guy's got he's the skinniest guy ever, and he's got like a monster cock, dude. It's like literally the size of this fucking bottle. Look, it's like giving birth to an elephant dick. You know what I mean? It's like, what the fuck? I mean, holy shit, man.
That's
These guys
about average. No.
Yeah, we're just ranked below average. God damn.
Yeah,
Anyway.
yeah, you know.
Yeah,
So it's-
anyway. Well, listen, guys, we're going to get out of here today. I know there wasn't a whole lot of helpful topic, but, it was just general conversation day. So thanks for listening in. We will talk about the Ashley Madison Netflix special that's going on. If you haven't seen it, go look at it, and then listen to our thought on the whole entire series. Don't forget to head over to masondangerco.com where you can use the promo code DailyBM and you'll get 20% off your whole entire order. So, I always say order a lot because that way you save 20%, you save more money, and you get cool kick-ass products. Mikey, before we get out of here, you got anything?
Yeah, no, just a little bit of makeup will go a long way.
Yeah, don't go from one extreme to the next, and don't have hepatitis.
Maybe some spray tan, or just a little bit of Botox here or there, some filler, just a little bit.
All right,
some
guys.
I would say maybe some eyelash extensions, some hair extensions.
Oh, now you're adding it all up. Here we go.
A little bit of plastic surgery here, nip and tuck, like
little cement in the ass. You're good.
Let's not go like, Tara Reid crazy. Let's just tone it down a little bit. Just a little bit, like
just
age gracefully, but let's still try to put a good impression out there. That goes for the fellas too.
Oh yeah, dude, it definitely goes for the guys, man, for sure. All right, guys, don't forget, head over to thedailybm.com where you can follow us on all our socials. Don't forget to look at our videos over on YouTube and on Rumble. You can go over there and like and subscribe over there too. You got one last thing, Mike, before we go?
All I was gonna say is once I get these, once I get my grill fixed and get these braces off, I'll probably gonna get my nose straightened a little bit too, so I don't look so ugly.
Yeah, come over. I'll do it for you.
Yeah, you just probably get smashed it the wrong way though. I need to get some precision in there, get it going the right direction.
Yeah, I don't have good sight. All right, guys, we'll see you tomorrow. We'll catch you on the flip side.
Have a good one.
Deuces.